So I decided to pay a visit to our neighbors on the north. And cuando llegué a Redwood City, me tomó como 3 meses para encontrar un trabajo. Al final encontré un trabajo haciendo donuts, donde me empezaron a pagar 45 centavos la hora. Pero para mí era mucho porque en México no tenía trabajo, no ganaba nada. Y yo dije, ay mi Dios, esto es lo que yo ando buscando. A través de los años, regresé al pueblo donde encontré mi primer trabajo, en Palo Alto, California. En enero 6 de 2009, fui honorado con un premio de $100,000 por una organización que se llama Civic Ventures. I came to Palo Alto and I started working. I used to make donuts, earning 45 cents an hour. And that wasn't lucky me because in Mexico I didn't have a job. And it was very difficult for me. But years later, I came back to Palo Alto to the Stanford University where I received the Civic Ventures Award, which consists on $100,000. And this is not to brag about it, but my wife and I decided to donate that money to the foundation. Yeah. Because we are on our way out. And who needs that money? Our youth. Because the future belongs to them. So it's been a very, very difficult for me to create this foundation. But my inspiration for all this was my son, Noel Tapia. He received a law degree from Berkeley University. And that night, when he received that diploma, I let my mind fly and I said, you got to do something to help others, to experience the joy, the excitement that we went through when he received that diploma. And a few years later, the foundation was born. I worked for very wealthy people, and I thought, why don't you ask your clients for help? And I did. And to my surprise, within 2 weeks, I raised $10,000, and I told my friends gardeners, this is it, we ought to do this. And I cannot thank enough my clients for supporting the Bay Area Gardens Foundation. I wanted to thank my wife, Claudia. She is one of the board members. And also I want to thank all the board members, because without their help, nothing of all this can be possible, would have been possible. We started sponsoring students in 2006 with 5 students. In 2007, we sponsored 9 with one additional $1,000 award for the student with the higher grades. In 2008, we sponsored 16 with 2 special awards. And this year, we're going to sponsor 20 students. So, this is really an honor for the whole group to be able to do this, because I know there's a lot of students out there without capacity, very smart, but the economical issue stop them from accomplishing their dreams of higher education. And I'm not saying that with $1,500 they're going to finish their school. But sometimes the moral support is more important than the economical support. Because a lot of kids, especially on the Latino community, they don't have the support from their parents because they are working too hard, 2 jobs to make a living. And when they find out that there's people out there who wanted to support them, they say, this is the correct idea, and they vote for it. And a lot of times I ask myself, what am I going to do when the donations stop coming in? It's been difficult for me to raise funds, but I know God is going to put angels on the path, and the donations will continue to come in so that we can support more and more students every year. I wanted to thank everyone here. Thank you very much.
I feel bad. I mean, I want to do a good job.
I'm real honored to present this next individual who has a degree from Harvard University. And that many, Harvard alums in the room. I'm pleased to present Ruben Navarrete Jr. He is a member of the editorial board of the San Diego Union Tribune and a nationally syndicated columnist with the Washington Post Writers Group. He offers regular commentary on National Public Radio, contributes to USA Today and the Wall Street Journal, and writes weekly commentaries for CNN.com and a monthly column for Hispanic Magazine. He's the author of A Darker Shade of Crimson, Odyssey of a Harvard Chicano. Here's that Harvard Chicano, Ruben Navarrete Jr. Welcome to Sacramento. Felicidades.
Mercifully, I'll make this quick. First, I want to thank the incredible work that's been done by Tony and his staff. This is first-rate work. Any of you who've been shepherded around today, we've all had guardians from Pedro. This has been incredibly well organized. Armando and Angelica looking out for us throughout the entire day, and they deserve a lot of credit for that. Thank you. Good job. I want to formally introduce myself as somebody who went to college, thought I'd worked hard, and so one day I could rest. Instead, I've got 6 jobs. Every month I write 15,000 words and publish in various places. And just for those of you who don't know me, I thought by way of an introduction, you can find this on my website. On June 6, 2008, Lou Dobbs described me as follows. A few journalists are part of a network, a closed loop, if you will, of radical left-wing, open borders, amnesty-seeking advocates. Let's get it. Come on. You can judge a guy by his enemies. That's got to be worth some applause. Come on. One of them is a columnist by the name of Ruben Navarrete. Actually, he said Navarrete. Who knows, really, in my opinion, nothing about the issue of illegal immigration or the economics of it. Certainly even less about journalism.
I think I saw this.
Yeah.
I think I saw this.
He attacked me in a column titled Stirring Up Anti-Latino Sentiments. I did. This is the kind of nonsense you get from these ridiculous, closed-minded, small-time, closed-loop journalists seeking amnesty and open borders. My translation. Look here, Mexican. You people should be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
I'm working this side of the street. This is my meal ticket. Go back to Picky Peaches. As humbly as I can put this, I write, again, this column for about 200 newspapers. I consider myself a foot soldier in a war that's going on. There's a war going on. It's a public affairs war. It's a media-driven war. It's how we collectively, Latinos, 46 million Latinos in this country, are seen. There are various outbreaks in this war. For a long time, it was immigration, where they could go to places like Arizona and Nevada and New Mexico, where they have 5 or 6 generations full of Latinos, and say, "Did you just get here last week?" You see plenty of racism and xenophobia and nativism in this debate. You don't need me to tell you that. Then there was the demagoguery related to the Mexican drug war, where good, God-fearing kids were afraid to go to Cancun for spring break.